Hey everybody, Dr. Joe Messenger here. Thanks for tuning in. Just a quick bit of housekeeping before we get into the bulk of today's content. If you want more of the blueprint and master diamond information and the how to resolve your wounds, your traumas, and to learn more of the manifestation principles along with the 4 core pillars of your life, your health, your wealth, career, relationships and spiritual connection, you'll need to head over to the Patreon channel for that, for the Transformation Hub there. I'll pop the link in the comments below after this, because that work, we're going deeper and deeper. It needs to be in more of a protected bubble so that you can access those parts of yourself that really need that deeper healing. And for the more general information, we can continue to do that here in Facebook Lives and YouTube and the likes of that. But for the deeper work, it does need to be in more of a protected space, in more of a sacred space. So Patreon channel for that. Let's get into today's video. And I put the topic as Persist and Prevail. And shout out to Glenda for giving me that this morning in her message. I really appreciate your support, Glenda. Really appreciate your support. And we need to persist and prevail right now, even more than ever, even if you're tired, even if you're overwhelmed, even if you're a bit fed up with the way that the world is and potentially even the way your own circumstances are, even if you've got a tag team of haters sending you death magic and spell work to try and shut you down and stop you, don't let it. It's really important to overcome your challenges, to master your own self, and to keep raising your vibration, keep contributing to your own life and your own responsibilities, keep contributing to your community in the way that is best for you and your circumstances. And you know what that is better than anyone. And right now, we're in a pivotal moment, you and me, we're in a pivotal moment. On the 1st of November, we went through a doorway for the people who chose to. Some people want things to be the same old way. Some people want to still be able to manipulate and scam and be stronger, harder, faster to try and maintain the lifestyle and the circumstances that they have. But for the likes of you and me, the people who are consciously choosing to improve themselves, to make a difference in the world, on the 1st of November, we went through a doorway. And, excuse me, haven't spoken to anyone else yet today. And it's a bit like the butterfly enclosure at the zoo. You know how they have one door and then you go through and there's that little bit of an ante-room and then there's another door that you go through, hopefully so the one behind you closes and doesn't let the butterflies out of the enclosure. We're at the moment in that ante-room. We're through that first doorway. The 11th of the 11th is the next doorway, and we've got this little bit of a leeway now where it's really important to keep resolving your karma, to keep overcoming your challenges, to keep forgiving the haters, the betrayers, the rapists, the murderers, the spell workers, the whoever it is in your life, so that you can go through that next doorway. And here's the potential hiccup that I really want you to be aware of, because even though those people that consciously choose not to even come through that first doorway, some of them are really strong. Some of them are really invested and have agendas in trying to jam their foot in that doorway and reaching their arm in and trying to drag you back. So it's really, really important that you do not allow that to happen right now. Keep that door to the past closed. And to do that, it means you need to stop thinking about the past. Stop thinking about the past in the way that it's judgmental and unforgiving. They did this, they said that, blah, 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 blah. Think and feel about the past with respect to how you feel, not with respect to what anybody else has done or hasn't done. It's about you. If you keep thinking about them and what they have done and are still doing, it opens that doorway again. Keep it closed, keep it closed, keep it closed, lock it. Keep your attention right now on you and your life. And the thing is with karma, it's not enough just to think about forgiveness. And you do need to think about forgiveness. You do need to decide to whoever it is that hurt you the most, you do need to make that conscious decision that you forgive them and release them and let them go. The thing is, it's not just a head thing, it's also a heart thing. If your heart's been hurt, if your heart's been betrayed, it also needs to come to that place of agreement with your mind to forgive and let it go. And the clue to that is the feeling. If you're still feeling betrayed, if you're still feeling angry, if you're still feeling hurt, if you're still feeling resentful, bitter, unworthy, guilty, shame, blame, victim, disappointed, or whatever else. If the feelings are still there, then you won't be able to get through that next doorway. You have to resolve those feelings. And to do that, you need to keep your heart open in your safe space, and you need to feel those feelings that are so intense within you. And maybe you've stuffed them down for weeks or years or decades or lifetimes. Or maybe you've been to every therapist that you know and had every blessing and every technique possible, and yet there's still a feeling there. Maybe not as much as it was before, but it's still there. Whatever it is for you, where I'm getting to is that you need to resolve that feeling. So in your quiet space, in your meditation space, find those parts of your body where those feelings are, where the tension is, where the ache is, where the disease is, where the rigidity and the stiffness is. Find those places, and instead of trying to get away from them, zoom in, make it bigger, pinch it apart. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Keep breathing. If you're holding your breath, you're holding on to it. You have to be willing to feel the feelings, to breathe into it, to give that part of you that was so hurt, give it the breath, give it the feeling, give it the love, give it the energy that it needs to be able to release and let go. And stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. You might want to get up and move. You might suddenly decide that you have to re-stump the house or, fill the beanbag or clean the oven. It's like, no. Stay, 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 stay. Zoom in, go deeper. Zoom in, go deeper. Zoom in, go deeper. Breathe, feel it. That part of you that was hurt, that part of you that got broken, the part of you that got betrayed, lost, whatever it is for you, find that part of you. Give it the love that it needs. Allow it to come back into your heart. Go through the next door. See you in the next one. See you in Patreon, hopefully.